Have you ever felt a certain date was more significant than others? This instinct is ancient. Since the dawn of consciousness, humans have sought patterns in time to find meaning and direction. Dates are more than markers. They anchor our collective memory, holding echoes of turning points. History's most pivotal dates aren't random. They're moments when the world's energy shifts. As we approach Friday, June 13, 2025, we sense a similar pull, a feeling that something larger is at play. Even in our modern, skeptical world, numbers still hold a mysterious power. Great minds like Pythagoras and Newton saw numbers as keys to the universe, not just tools for calculation. To understand numbers is to glimpse the music of the cosmos, and our role within it. So as this date approaches, let's open our minds to the possibility of hidden currents shaping our lives. The events unfolding may not be random, but part of a larger, meaningful process. Our goal isn't to predict the future, but to navigate coming changes with wisdom and purpose. The year 2025 erupted with change and tension. In the US, Donald Trump's return to the presidency marked a dramatic political shift, his inauguration shadowed by declarations of emergency and deepening divides. Massive financial backing from industries like cryptocurrency and agriculture fueled this return, raising questions about the true sources of power. Democracy itself feels under scrutiny, as dark money and hidden influence shape policy. Meanwhile, the Middle East is on edge. Israel's recent airstrikes on alleged nuclear sites in Iran, Syria, and Lebanon have escalated the risk of regional war. The world holds its breath as top military leaders are eliminated, and the threat of wider conflict looms. We stand at a crossroads, a powerful nation redefining itself, ancient conflicts threatening catastrophe. Headlines warn of retaliation and global entanglement. Against this backdrop, June 13th arrives, heavy with expectation and uncertainty. The world is watching, waiting for what comes next. In Western culture, 13 is feared, skipped in elevators, shunned on calendars. But in many traditions, 13 is a symbol of transformation, not doom. It marks the end of a cycle, the necessary death of the old to make way for the new. The Tarot's 13th card, Death, rarely means literal death. It's about profound endings and renewal. To fear 13 is to fear change itself. 13 also connects to the divine feminine. Ancient lunar calendars had 13 months aligning with natural cycles. Its suppression reflects a shift away from intuitive feminine wisdom. The re-emergence of 13 signals a rebalancing, a return of compassion and connection to nature. On a day of global tension, 13 is a cosmic message. A chapter is closing, old systems are facing reckoning. This process may be painful, but it's necessary for new growth. Endings now are the fertile ground for a higher order to emerge. June, the 6th month, brings the energy of the number 6, harmony, balance, and responsibility. 6 is the caregiver, the teacher, the humanitarian, symbolizing the union of opposites and the drive for justice. It urges us to consider our duties to family, community, and the world. When balanced, 6 heals divisions and nurtures peace. When distorted, it can become meddling or controlling. On a global scale, this can mean nations overreaching in the name of help. Today, the harmony of 6 meets the upheaval of 13, creating a powerful dynamic. The changes signified by 13 aren't random. They're meant to restore balance. This is a day of karmic reckoning, a call to take responsibility for past discord. The path forward demands compassion, justice, and a genuine desire for harmony. Only by embracing these qualities can we navigate the storm of transformation. The universe is asking us to rise to the challenge. The year 2025 isn't just a backdrop, it's an active force. Reduce its numbers 2025 and you get 9, the number of completion. 9 marks the end of a cycle, a time to let go and prepare for renewal. This year is about finishing old business, forgiving wounds and clearing space for what's next. We're witnessing the culmination of decades-long political and social cycles. The Middle East tensions and Western political shifts are the final acts of long-running dramas. 9 tells us these aren't beginnings but dramatic conclusions. Endings now have a higher purpose, to clear the way for something new. 9 calls us to see the big picture, to act with universal compassion. It's a test. Can we let go of destructive patterns, or will we be dragged into chaos? The choice is ours. Complete the cycle with wisdom, or repeat the past. The future depends on how we close this chapter. Secret societies like the Freemasons have long used symbols, rituals, and numbers to shape reality. To them, numbers aren't just math, they're cosmic principles. 13, death and rebirth and the quest for truth are central to their lore. Many powerful leaders have been Masons, embedding symbolism into national foundations and major events. History, in this view, is a ritual, war and peace as levers in a grand design. When a date like Friday, June 13th in a 9-year aligns with major events, some see not coincidence, but a coded message. Are today's events mere politics or part of a deeper orchestrated ritual? Friday the 13th is steeped in superstition, but its roots run deep. The infamous Friday, October 13, 1307, saw the fall of the Knights Templar, a day forever linked to betrayal and loss of power. The Templars, precursors to Freemasonry, were guardians of secret knowledge. Friday itself is named for goddesses of love and magic, Freya, Venus, symbols of feminine energy. Demonizing Friday the 13th reflects a historical suppression of feminine power. When Friday's creative energy meets 13's transformative force, the result isn't bad luck, it's immense potential for change. Today the veil is thin, intuition is heightened, and intentions are magnified. This is a day for profound transformation, not fear. As the dust settles, we stand at a crossroads. Multiple futures branching from today's events. The energies of this day have accelerated change, forcing hidden issues into the open. One path leads to chaos, escalating conflict in the Middle East, global powers drawn in, deepening divisions, and a world ruled by fear. Another path is awakening crisis as a wake-up call, sparking a movement for peace and a collective demand for diplomacy. This upheaval could catalyze a spiritual awakening, a realization that old ways no longer serve us. The choice isn't predetermined, it's being made now, by each of us. Every thought of fear feeds one timeline, every act of courage and compassion feeds another. The karmic shift of 2025 is the ultimate test. Will we repeat destructive cycles or create a new harmonious future? The answer lies in our collective response. The future is in our hands. In times of upheaval, our greatest power is inner peace. By anchoring ourselves, we help stabilize the world around us. First, practice daily grounding. Stand barefoot on the earth, breathe deeply, and release fear into the ground. This simple ritual reconnects you to the planet's stabilizing energy. Second, meditate on the numbers of the day, 13, 6, and 9. Feel their energies, transformation, harmony, and completion. Let 13 help you release what no longer serves, 6 inspire compassion, and 9 guide you to let go. Third, curate your information diet. Limit exposure to fear-based news and choose uplifting, inspiring content. Spend time in nature with loved ones or in creative pursuits. You control your focus. By choosing peace, you radiate it outward. These times can make us stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The world needs your calm presence now more than ever.